I'm saying all of that, and the freaking mic's not even. It's muted. Anyway, so let's get into this. Um, right. So I need that. Okay. So what have I been doing? Well, a lot's been happening. Um, and it's important, man, because business and life and business is they're not separated. They're one and the same thing. So, recently moved. The whole family had to move. I'm not going to get into that now, but it's been massive. So since around, let's say when it popped off and got really crazy this year, probably around June is when it really started to get pretty dumb and crazy and testy and challenging. Um, and this is me coming back from all of that in a different way because I had to. There was so many. It wasn't depressed or anything like that. It was just more to do with so much stuff was happening. I couldn't do exactly what I wanted to do, and a lot of what I wanted to do was spend more time doing video and sharing what I know. Right? You see this in the other corner. Teach everything you know. I got that sticker when I signed up to ConvertKit because ConvertKit, as part of their process of signing up, they send you out a T-shirt and a sticker. And I got a T-shirt that says exactly the same thing: "Teach everything you know," and this sticker as well. And the more I've done this, which is, and I'll explain exactly what that is in just a moment as well. But the more I've done this over 13 plus years, the more it's been important for me to, I suppose, not really hold back and just explain everything and stop taking for granted that people know exactly what I do. And to that point, let me explain exactly what I do, or try to explain exactly what I do. There's different terms for what I do. Um, I call myself online business strategist, which means I plan, I design, I develop, and I manage online businesses. I don't really do that so much. Um, the management part for just anybody, for select clients, but when it comes down to the planning and the designing and the development part, that is done in concert with people in different ways. Um, and one of those ways is through workshops, training, recently started mentoring. Shout out to Trish. Um, and so, yeah, I just wanted to get back to really explaining more about what I do and doing more kind of show and tell stuff. So that is what today is about. So what has been happening today? So what I've been doing today, and I can't help, I said geekery, I can't help actually play around with this. Let me just see. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Is it this one? Is this one? Maybe it's this one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Um, I shouldn't really be messing around at the moment, but there's something that's come to mind. What it is I'm using a piece of software that I've used before, but haven't used in a little while. So um, I'm trying to work out flip how to do something. No, 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 no. Is it that one? No. Anyway, okay. So what I've been doing today is, well, yesterday actually started yesterday. So yesterday I created a recording of a workshop that I do, which is the first step of my program, um, Attract, Sell, Nurture. And the core of that program is building out a marketing and sales funnel that helps um, attract the right people. First of all, convert those people into marketing sales lead by offering them a lead magnet, then converting them into sales calls by offering them the chance to apply for a sales call. So it's really that, and its whole idea there is to help consultants and coaches. That is who I'm dedicated to help them. Well, just help them get more business without having to lose their minds doing all this marketing stuff. So there are 9 steps to this system, and I can show you that now. But the main thing is that I was recording a video based on the first step, which is ideal client. I'm working out who your ideal client is and the importance behind that. And it was a workshop that includes a workbook, which I was going through the same way I do with my clients, going through the workbook and explain how to fill it out. What I did after that is transcribe that workbook. So I'm going to show you everything that I'm talking about. So first thing is I'm going to broadcast system audio, please update. No, I don't really need to. I'm not doing any okay, current application, secondary display, which isn't that one, primary display, which is this one. Okay, cool. Is that me in the corner? Yes, it is. Maybe I put myself over here. Did it make it smaller? Cool. All right. I think that's okay. So, oh, just zoomed in as well. Right, so I'm sharing that screen, and I think I can bring myself over there. And exactly, cool. So the course, I was saying about the course, right? So this whole, I'm going to be showing you a landing page, and I'm going to be actually, I'm going to be, oof, God damn it, that's great, isn't it? Oh, look at this, absolute madness. Bear with me just one moment. This is, yeah, live, of course. Bear with me just one moment. Okay. Well, thank you. Okay, and I'm like this. Okay. Open it over here. Okay, so yeah, I'm building out this landing page at the moment. This is where I am at the moment in the whole process that I'm going to be showing you, or I'm going to be going with. I'm going to be completing this while during this live. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be completing this landing page. So this landing page is for this book, which is called Mastering Client Engagement, and this book was created from the transcript of the workshop recording I did yesterday. So let's go step by step. This is the this here, and I don't need the sound. This is the workshop that I recorded yesterday. Okay, so this was recorded with the script, and I think I can find it. Is it still open? It isn't. So, oh, it is. So I recorded that with this script, and this script, as you can see, I think you might be able to see somewhere up here. Well, this script, right, for example, here you go. So I'm able now, the script will allow me to correct mistakes it's made in transcription directly like that. That's corrected. This is not really the real point of why I'm showing this. And for example, here I can see it says idle. It should be ideal. So I can correct that. All right. So anyway, that's not the reason why I'm showing you this. So what happened, and what I had decided to do, and it was a bit of a flow, getting back into things. And this is all about creating different kind of digital assets and adding more strings to your bow when it comes down to, I suppose, the business of knowledge and the business of professional services, especially when it comes down to consulting or coaching, which I do both. Add into that mentoring. And with that, there are assets. A lot of um, my, if we can put it like that, my unique selling proposition is going to be the assets that I create, right? So, anyway, I created this recording yesterday, and I then took this transcript, and this transcript I then used within ChatGPT. It was really long. It's 21 minutes of it's 21 minutes of uh it's 21 minutes long. And so I think I could probably tell you how many words it ended up being. uh let's see, because I've got the transcript here, but it's a lot of words for 21 minutes. So this is the transcript, and let me just see how many words that is. Right, 100. I think it's definitely more than that. No, only 15,000 words. I thought it was a lot more than that. Let me see again. 15,003 pages. Okay. So anyway, when the whole idea that I wanted to do is start to turn it into an ebook, and by turning that into an ebook, I wanted to make sure that it was structured a certain way and it was flowing a certain way and had a table of contents and whatever. And I decided to use ChatGPT to help with that. So the first prompt that I have here is, I have an ebook that I need to reword. Rewording bit wasn't that important to me, but I was still very happy with the output. And I'll show you exactly how it went step by step. So I have a neat book that I need to reword. While rewording it, make sure to correct all the grammar issues, keep the logic flowing, and try to word the book to read and engage with readers. I will provide you section per section, and you have to keep it. I got this prompt from somebody else, so yeah. But anyway, you have to keep in mind the flow and structure of the ebook. This is the first section that I want reworded and improved upon. So what I ended up doing is, because once I put it in here, I just saw that actually it fits into 3 pages. So I actually then pasted it page per page based on how it's structured here. Because if I pasted it as one go, it was too long for ChatGPT, and it would not actually do anything with that. So the other thing that I'm putting here is use British English, use easy to understand language, use U language. So it's actually gone through and excuse me, it's gone through and done the first. I did the second page, which second section. It's done that. It started to do this kind of thing where it's broken down to 6 pivotal points, which is pretty cool. And then it went a bit wild and started trying to do that again. I had to stop it. Got it to actually do the third page, and it did the third page, which is here. So the next thing that I said is, now I need you to format the entire book from. I love the way you can put n'importe quoi, as we would say in French, but I like how you can put mistakes and typos into ChatGPT and it still understands. Just keep it moving. So now I need you to format the entire ebook from beginning to end. I want a title, I want 3 main headings, etc. The etc. bit was just in case ChatGPT then wanted to give me stuff that I couldn't think of. So then it gave me this title, which I really did like. It's been changed ever so slightly, you may have seen, but I will show you in a moment. And then it gave me this table of contents, and it started to break down the information here. Let me just see. Yeah, that was that. Let me just go down a bit further. Right, and then I was asking it to expand on each of the different sections, and I was asking it for the output to, first of all, to fill one page because I was looking at the way that it broke up the different sections of the ebook. So I was looking at each one of these subsections being a page and then filling out uh, a book and making it. And this is basically, not basically, this is the actual structure of the workshop that I did. So I talk about the importance of targeting, the importance of why we need to do this in the first place, the reason why we don't just focus on demographics, the importance of really focusing on psychographics and creating emotional content connection within your marketing. And then this last bit down here, I know you wouldn't know, but I know that this down here is really breaking down the workbook into different sections. Do I have the workbook here? Yeah. So the workbook. Oh no, I don't. Let me just see. No, no, no. Yes, I do. So the workbook itself is one section. What do you sell? The second section, who are you selling to? The third section, fears, frustration, needs, and goals. And then the fourth section is brainstorming questions, which are based on inspiration. Look at typos. Inspiration and information, frustration and fears, needs, and goals. So here you can see that ChatGPT, when I've put that in, that the transcript in, it's actually broken down those four parts from the transcript: simplifying your offer, what do you sell, positioning in the um, market spectrum. Yeah, I changed these, but basically your positioning, which is a key part of one of the questions here, which is which end of the market is your service positioned. Decoding your current clientele, which is really all to do with who you're selling to. And we start looking at list of top 5 clients and why they are your top 5 people, but based on their characteristics, who they are as human beings as opposed to what they do. And then profound questions for deep understanding, which is the brainstorming question. We've got all these questions down here. So that was the structure that was given. It's pretty cool. So then I went through bit by bit, asking ChatGPT to expand upon what I had said and it had said, because it's a bit of a collaboration. Use easy to understand language, use you language, your output must fill. For the first one, it was 1 page. For the last bit that I was doing just now, it was fill 2 pages of A4 paper, approximately 800 words. I haven't really been checking the words. So that gave me, once I had completed everything, this is what I ended up with. First of all, the title changed to Crafting an Ideal Client Persona for Your Professional Service Business. As you can see here, the title is Crafting Your Ideal Persona. Then we've got the contents, but these contents are made from Word. So this is to do with what's actually inside here. I've still got position your market spectrum here. But that's fine. Anyway, the point being that I put the text in here, built out the text in Word, formatted it. It's got the title of the book itself, the title of the section, the subsections. It's got all of the legalese bits in the footer. And then afterwards, I added screenshots of the workbook that I've just showed you for the different sections. So simplify your offer is really about what you sell, and that's kicking off here, where it's can I explain but begin by asking yourself, can I explain my service in a way my neighbor or a friend from a different field would understand? This exercise isn't about diluting your brand's essence, but about refining its message. Okay, so this is all part of that workshop and the workbook. So I added all of those different images for the different sections of the workbook that I've spoken about within this book. And then down here, there's a download for the client workbook, which also includes, where is it? It will also include this video where I'm actually taking the user through how to actually fill out the workbook. And then that will be used as part of the online course, which is built out here. at members.attractselnurture.com. We have the introduction, and the introduction video, I created an introduction video here with some captions, because the idea is that this will also be used as promotional material, but this will also be used on socials, cut up and whatever, when it comes down to actually promoting everything that I'm showing just now. So that also forms the introduction, and then we have the actual workshop itself plus the PDF download. Cool. So there's going to be a link. Oops, let me get back to where I was. I don't need that anymore. So there's going to be a link here that's already being created, which will go through to the page that allow people to sign up for that workbook and workshop already inside the actual book, the text here. And it said Word, but it's actually Google Docs, within Google Docs. Then the next thing that I did, once that was complete, is that I went into Canva and I created the cover. So this is one of the icons that is used. Let me just see if I can show you. Just go here. I'm gonna do another video to explain this website, because I had moved away from WordPress and then moved back to WordPress in the last 2 months, maybe, I think. There's different reasons for that, and I'll explain that in the video. But anyway, on this service page, we have this, and you'll see that that's the icon there. And these are the 9 steps that I was talking about earlier. This is the system. So the workbook or workshop that I've just shown you is for that first step. And the ebook that's been created created from that workbook is also obviously linked to that first step. But you can see there's icons here that are specific to each section, and there is a color. So these different colors denote the 3 different stages that clients are taken through. So this is the focus stage, where you work at ideal client, your conversion content, and your marketing message, before we move into the foundation stage. The foundation is basically the foundation of online businesses, which is what you're selling. So you've got a productized core service here, and productizing it. This is what I'm showing you right now is a result of productizing the service. So it's repeatable. So it's easy to visualize. It's easy for somebody to see the steps they're going through, getting from their problem through to their desired result. So it's Inception-like, but there we have the productized service. Then we move into creating digital products. For example, a mini course like I've just shown you, which is actually going to be a mini course, an ebook. It's all linked to the core service, which makes it a lot easier when you're looking to scale out the business, because they're still connected to a core service, which is connected to a clear ideal client persona and their problems, right? So this is niching on top of niching when it comes down to not an industry, but when it comes down to the problem you're dedicated to solving. And I'm dedicated to solving the problem, the headache problem that consultants and coaches have when it comes down to marketing their business. That's the reason why I talk about being a marketing partner, because before, and for a lot of people in my position, it's about doing workshops to show people how to become marketers. So for example, I'm not doing this for this kind of video, right? I'm not doing this for any other reason apart from, I mean, you get to know me, Kase Dean, you get to know more about me. There's all of that kind of stuff, which is, you know, underlining when it comes down to marketing and personal branding, whatever you want. But this is very useful to geeky type people or marketers like myself. But this is not something that I would be doing for my clients per se, right? This is not something before I would have, because that's what I thought. I thought that what I had to be doing was teaching them how to be more like me. And oh God, you're a business owner, you've got to market. When in actual fact, what I found in the second chapter, big chapter of what I do is the majority of people that I work with don't really want to do marketing. They've kind of been obliged to get into that role of marketing, and they kind of secretly hate it. Hence, one of the videos that I've done recently. But anyway, the point being that I'm dedicated to helping them understand how marketing works, understanding their part in it, because they cannot outsource their expertise. So there are things they need to do. They are obliged to help marketing, let's just call it the marketing department, do their job. But they should not be obliged to become marketers unless, of course, you're in a situation where it's just you by yourself, and then you've got no choice but to do marketing. But I don't want even those people to have a headache about it. I want there to be a simple 9-step system for how they get that done, especially with my help. This is not just go over there and get it done by yourself after I've pointed out the problems you have to overcome. This is me explaining to them, this is what needs to be done. This is your part in it, but we're doing it as a collaboration. It's always a collaboration. Anywho, so that was step 4, productized service. Step 5, digital products, which is basically what we're talking about today. In the 6th step, we're going to be building out the lead magnet, which is called entry offer. And that entry offer, if you look at the way it is spread out, the entry offer leads to the value ladder. I like to call it a digital products elevator, but it leads to a value ladder. And at the top of that value ladder is the service, the core service. I'm going to get into that now. And then the final stage of, I don't want to get into exactly, I want to say, I don't want to get into the different ways people ascend or leapfrog through the value ladder, because it doesn't mean they have to buy every single thing. That's not how that works, but I don't want to get into that right now. And then the final stage, which is in purple here, is the funnel stage. And that's where all of the geekery happens. That's where the team get involved, building out the sales funnel. And on this page, no, let me find the right place. On this page, so if you go through to tracksellnurture.com and click on service, you'll come to this page, and down, let me just see if I put all of those links in place. No, this is not actually, this is, yeah, right. So down here are all of the pages of the discovery call booking engine, which is basically the funnel that's built at the end. The lead page where the lead magnet will sit, the upselling page and the qualification form, the discovery call booking page, discovery call confirmation page, and the not a good fit page, and then also some information here around the long-term nurturing. So that is all of those steps that you can see here: attraction, lead generation page, sell, which is the upselling page, and nurture, which is the nurturing. Anywho, so all of that's kicked off because I was explaining to you about this icon, and that it's not just a simple icon that's just been put there. It's actually part, again, of the branding, and it's part of the system that this book is a part of. So this design was made in Canva, turned into a PDF. The document itself was turned into a PDF. Then I used a free tool, because it is free, called I Love PDF. And using I Love PDF, I merged the, how many pages is the book actually? Where's it tell me how many pages it is? Up here, right? Word count, pages, 16. So the 16 pages of the book were merged with the 16 PDF pages of the book were merged with the PDF cover of the book using I Love PDF. And then I used the next tool in here, which is Organize PDF, to delete this first page here. Don't really need it. And then downloaded it, and you now have the actual finished book here. All right, so this is the finished book. And as I said to you at the end, you can see that that changes to a pointer. And if you look in the bottom left hand corner, you'll see the address that will be, it's not yet used because I haven't finished building it, but that address will be to the page that should allow people to get into the actual mini course, what I showed you earlier, the video and the workbook itself. So that's how I got to here. So now I wanted to create a landing page for the book, and that's where I am right now. So all of that background to get where we are now. So I'm going to continue with this right now. So let me just get myself in, and I'll be doing my best to talk through it. So I've done this. All of this is fine. Buy now for £5. It's probably not going to be something that I'm going to sell, to be fair, but I'm just putting that there now. This here, topics covered in the book. Cool. Let me tell you more about. Okay, so I'm here. Just let me get into it. Right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to my chat in Chat GPT, and I'm going to say, help me describe the ebook. And not, I should be able to say the ebook, and because it's in the same chat, it will know that I'm talking about the ebook that we've been creating together. Yeah. And if you don't know, my my Chat GPT is called Taylor Mason from Billions. So anyway, help describe the ebook with an overview of what my potential customer can expect from reading the book. Focus on benefits. This is also where you should include any special requirements. There's no special requirements. This is also where you should highlight the fact that the ebook includes access to an ideal client discovery training, mini course. So whatever, Grammarly. ChatGPT will be fine. So right, being from the UK and that, I find that I always have to turn my my Z's into S's. So all of my prompts have used British English, and I also use easy to understand language as well, because I want ChatGPT turned into my sixth form son, teaching me about velocity of something that he's learned from physics. Anyway, help describe the ebooks. Let's see what we get here. Wow. Okay, mastering climate cry dive into an ebook just for an individual can not only. Okay. But wait, there's more. This ebook is your comparison from the way you engage your clients making. Sorry, ready to master engagement. I don't need the question. Fruitful. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that wrong page. I'm going to stick that in there. It's pretty long, right? Well, I say right, but in my mind, it's pretty long. Alongside this ebook, you can access this added bonus ensures you're not just reading about strategies, but actively implementing them by the end. alongside this ebook, everyone by self guide and try to find dive into it, but nowhere and revel. This book is about fear, it's about actionable strategies. I've ever wondered who your best clients are or why you struggle to attract the right clients to your business? Will guide you. This book will guide you on a journey to identifying I've got some text somewhere that's come to mind. Okay, this book will guide you to identifying your to attracting the journey. Okay, so identifying ideal clients, understanding unique traits, and understanding unique traits. And as we take this, you will be armed with the right question, lock their core zone position and challenges which will help position your business or your services as their preferred solution. Alongside this, okay, bonus material. Freeze fine. Okay. Yeah, move. I'll just do this first. Okay, so now that will do. This can be changed. There are two things that come to mind while doing this. First one is I feel an emoji coming on. So let me get that. Okay. And right, so for the title, I'm not just going to put in the name of the book there. I'm going to take something from inside the text. position. Of course, I've got a phone call. Okay, so let me just see. To position your services as the preferred solution. So why that title? Because it's a draw. It draws the attention to this section because it alludes to the fact there's an answer here, and that's what this whole page is about, right? A landing page which is going to encourage, persuade, sell somebody on actually getting this, especially if it's either low cost or no cost. Right, so what will you learn? I can do that here. Give me a list of 5 things that the reader will learn from this book. Like a bullet point. I'm going to try and stop it from going off on one. Bullet list of 5 things. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, so I'm going to say replace grasp. Replace points 2 and 5. Okay. What text? It's a new text. Oh, snap. Oh, okay. Let me do it. Okay, learn how to strip the jargon and convey your service offering in a clear, relatable manner. Yeah, this will do. So this isn't going to be the finished page at all, but it allows me to move quickly when it comes down to putting in placeholder content. I don't need that anymore. And use the text as a jump off point when I refine this page, finalize it, and get it ready for going live. You'll learn five things you'll get from this book. Okay. I'm not too sure. Let's just see. Don't need that. I think I'll do that. No, hold on. Okay, so why do I think maybe I'm seeing things. Have I got a widget for that? I'm so sure I did, maybe I don't. User profile. Let me just see what that gives me. Don't think it's what I'm looking for. Not at all. N'importe quoi. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to go here. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Here. I'm going to take this. Here. She's so big. Right, what do I want to do? I want to turn that into a link. And if you click on it, I want it to take you back up here. Let's have a look. And so that button, I'll probably make a pop up. Just explain to you the next steps. Actually, first of all, let me just finish my thought. Just going over this first. I'm just visually looking at it. She is so big. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do to replace this image. I'm not too sure I want my head as big as hers. It's way too much. But I'm going to have to create a graphic for that. Did you like my graphic for the live, by the way? Created that in Canva as well. It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I think so. But I don't know what I'm going to put there. It doesn't matter for now. But anyway, that looks fine. And then this takes you back up to the top. We're going to go ahead. I'll probably make that bigger. You don't really see that. Or I will make the whole button green, rather than this white at the moment. You don't really see it. Kind of like see this more, and then you get pulled down the page. But yeah, there you go. I still have a lot to do here, but that's okay. I'll probably turn that to a link as well. Click on this to take you up to the top. Probably add a button somewhere here, because you have to take into account what's not like on mobile as well. So it'll be probably, I'm not gonna make it as long as this on mobile. I will create probably 3 sections, because this probably ends up being, if you're scrolling, maybe 6 sections or something like that going down. So I'll probably make I'll make a mobile version where I create some new bits just for mobile, hide some bits. That's the whole process, and then it will be quite precise. You have some information which is the sales copy, but then it'd be clear that you just click here, pop up happens, you fill in your details. I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and create a upselling page for this, in the sense that on the next page it's selling something. There's no real need for that. But what I definitely will be doing is creating some educational emails that will be going out, not selling, just education around ideal client, and pointing to other bits of content that I have. And that will be that funnel. That page will then exist along the others that can be used to promote a specific part of the process. in that track sale nurture, a specific step, and send people through to something that can help them without them being obliged to pay me. Especially, you're meeting somebody first time. A lot of the people, majority of the people, I should say, that I work with, their services cost a pretty penny, right? They wouldn't be considered cheap at all. And so for somebody to meet you for the first time and take that jump from no money to a lot of money, it's kind of like not happening most of the time. Um, so being able to demonstrate your expertise using lead magnets, which are very much focused on um, the problems that a specific type of person are having, then it becomes more attractive to them, especially while they're gathering information to work out what is the best solution for them. It's not about hard selling them. It's not about trying to do any NLP or mind manipulation to get them to buy your stuff. It's just really, as Frankie Kern, how the hell am I going to call him that? But I'm going to go ahead and do it. As Frankie Kern would be saying, the best way for you to to prove you can help people is by helping them. And I really do believe that. And so that's what all of this is right here. But yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I've got to make a phone call now. I think it might be something pretty important. But yeah, again, just a bit of a look into the processes of how this stuff is built. You're always seeing the finished product, but you're not really seeing all of the stuff that goes behind, especially now when we've got stuff like ChatGPT. The processes, for me, the foundation is still the same, the 9 steps I've told you, but again, you don't really see all of the thinking and how you get it done. You just see the finished product. And I can say in my early days of doing this stuff online, it would make me crazy because you'd feel pretty shit looking at something and just be like, wow. And also, I think within the days we are now of instant gratification, we kind of get to a point where we don't fully appreciate what it takes to build stuff. It's like it has to be built right now. And actually just take time if you're going to do it well, if you're aiming for excellence. And I don't mean just pretty stuff. I mean making sure that your end user has a great experience from working with you. Then it takes time to actually plan the road they're going to be traveling down with you. So yeah, I want to do my bit of showing you basically behind the scenes of building this stuff. Um, if you're about actually doing this yourself, then of course, I'll be doing more videos like that. But if you're not about doing that yourself and you're interested in having it for your business and work with somebody who's going to get that done for you, or not get that done for you per se, get it done with you, then reach out and let me know. Right? Okay, cool. I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do want to share more of what I'm doing. And yeah, I'll see you on the next behind the scenes. I've been Kase Dean from ASN Marketing Solutions. Have a really, really great day.